Hey, everybody, and welcome to PTZOptics Live.
We're so happy that you could join us today. We are live every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
We're so excited to be live streaming with you guys. Today, we're talking about Worship Summit Live, a full day of education for church production for church media teams and volunteers to learn not just live streaming, but all kinds of great church technology tips from industry leaders across the world.
Yeah, we recently got back from our Stream Geek Summit just a week or so ago, and that really inspired us to create another summit, which is going to be quite different than our last one. You'll find out how that is during the show today.
We're super excited about it. All of this and more is going to be coming up next. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that we are giving away a PTZOptics webcam today. So if you go to ptzoptics.com/giveaway, you could win this USB 2.0 webcam for live streaming. Check that out, ptzoptics.com/giveaway.
There's still a little bit of time to enter there.
And we'll be pulling at the end of this show a few winners. So check it out. This could be an awesome little start to live streaming for you guys. All right, so the church production full day of education that we're going to be talking about is called Worship Summit Live. And we thought about this for a long time. We wanted to bring together lots of great experts in the field. And what we realized is not only was it going to be kind of cost prohibitive to fly everybody out and rent a location, but not everybody could make it with all the travel that would be required to get everyone in one place. So we have an awesome list of experts that we're going to present to you. We decided to do a live stream full day summit where everyone can get a full day of education. Plus, as you can see right here, video conferencing breakout sessions. So as the live stream is happening all day long from 9 to about 4, we're going to have half hour, 45-minute presentations from our experts. And then you guys can actually jump into a Zoom video conference call and get face-to-face with everybody, ask questions, and really get really awesome day of education from all of these great guests. So Tess is going to introduce our first awesome expert. You can see all of this at worshipsummit.live. But Tess, tell me about Jake Goselin. I'm so excited he agreed to be part of this summit.
Absolutely. We're going to dive into all the amazing speakers that we have for you and then give you some more details about the event itself. So Jake Goselin, he is the leader of Churchfront, who helps church organizers, church leaders become a little bit more creative in some of their tactics for growing their congregation or their worship talents. So he has a very large presence on YouTube and some social media platforms where he offers some free education, podcasts, and the like, all about becoming more creative with your worship tactics. So we're really thrilled to have him. He's a huge name in the worship industry, and he's going to bring a really great aspect to our presentations.
Yeah, Jake helps churches small and large with their leading worship, and he's got a whole church front, organization that helps. And it's just been so inspirational to see what he's doing at his church, which is kind of a setup, teardown style church. Every Sunday they set up in a space and then they break down. So he's got a lot of experience with setting things up and trying things new. In that way, he can try new things all the time. So he's really been an inspiration in the industry. So our next speaker and expert panelist is Will Doggett, and I'm just so excited to have Will. Doug Laws, who I think is in the chat on Facebook, hi Doug, introduced me to Will. Will is a certified Ableton trainer, and Ableton Live has been a big presence in the church production space for churches that have bands on stage. And Will's going to tell us a little bit about his experience on music and integrating music into the production, into the entire day and each Sunday service. And then he's also going to talk about using Ableton to make bands' performances that much better, whether it be for the holiday season or everyday Sunday services. I just want to mention Dave also is the founder of From Studio to Stage, and he's also the music director, creative director, and production director. And he's also a worship leader. He's been leading worship since 2008. Hi, Tom. We've got the great granddaddy of all live streaming churches, Tom Sinclair. He's coming up as well.
We're also going to have kind of a worship influencer, Seth Haberman, and he is the digital pastor. Much like Jake, he has a great online presence where he helps pastors learn how to communicate with their audiences in this digital world. So he's got his own congregation that he's a pastor of at his home in Washington, but he also has this online presence where he helps church leaders and churches and spread the word of God. So we've met him quite a few times at some of the shows. I know he's a big vMix user, so it'll be great to have him join us and share some of his knowledge and his experience with the technology at the event, at the digital event.
That's right. So Seth's going to be joining us from Spokane, Washington area. And my next, almost most favorite expert here is Dr. Barry Hill. He's the author of Mixing for God, and he's actually the professor of audio and engineering at the Lebanon Valley College in Pennsylvania. So he's going to be joining us in studio. And I should mention that we're going to talk a little bit about this soon, but I have my book, Helping Your Church Live Stream, and then Dr. Barry Hill has his book, Mixing for God. These are two great resources for anyone looking to get a little bit more into the church production world. We're going to ship these to you if you decide to purchase the VIP ticket, which we'll talk about later. And that really just covers the costs of the books and the shipping and everything. Dr. Barry Hill has been in church production at his church in the Lebanon Valley area for years. He's probably the most experienced audio professional in the church space that we're ever going to find for this summit. And I'm just so glad he's going to be here in studio. And by the way, we'll also have churches from our local area joining as well. So it'll be really interesting to have him and really have, he doesn't get on live streams very much. I don't even think he has a YouTube channel. So this is kind of like an exclusive to really get your audio questions answered by Dr. Barry Hill.
That's sure to be a good one. Next, we have a streaming expert and our dear friend, Tom Sinclair. He was a founding member of his own hometown church, Grace Anglican Church. So he is also the owner of Eastern Shore Broadcasting, custom PCs, and streaming gear resellers. So he is going to be teaching us a little bit about the streaming gear that it takes to go live for worshiping and his experience with his own congregation and dealing with that. And he's also has the popular Streaming Idiots online community and live show where they learn all about live streaming. So check that out as well.
Okay, our next expert is Dave Dolphin. I met Dave. We've had him on our show before. He's an expert in church production, and he's known online as the Practical Pastor. And he's been helping worship leaders for years now. His Practical Pastor blog is full of great information. He actually recently interviewed Jake Goselin, and he's been working a lot on trying to define what does it take to become a modern church. And he's going to be kind of following some of the trends that he's been seeing in the church production space, from lighting to staging to presentation techniques to live streaming and more in that space. So I just want to read this really quickly from Dave Dolphin. He's from Cherokee Hills Baptist Church in Oklahoma City area. And he's really got a passion for helping to equip and help other worship leaders in the space. He does some speaking as well at different events. So he's a great public speaker. I cannot wait to have him. He's going to talk a little bit about CCLI Christian licensing for music and how that plays into all of this. Plus, one of the things I want you guys to start thinking about are what are the topics and questions that you guys want answered, because Dave is very open to, kind of crafting his 45-minute session around what you guys are interested in. So tell us in the comments, what topics do you want our expert panelists to cover so that we can review that with them and try to work it into this awesome day of education.
Please let us know. We want to make sure we have everything that you want to know about in that day's presentation. So next we have Fred Calico. He's a recent college graduate, and he's also a computer expert. One of two experts that we're going to have joining us from Easy Worship, the popular worship production software. So he's going to be joining us to talk about some of the elements that Easy Worship brings to houses of worship and how a produced stream for house of worship can benefit your congregation.
Yeah, Fred and then also his co-worker, Dan Willard, are both joining from Easy Worship. They're going to talk about presentation techniques, getting up the lyrics and the message on that projector or screen that you may have in your church. And both of these guys are great contacts. Now, Dan here has been helping churches with their production equipment since, let me see this, 2006, so over 13 years, excuse me. And Fred is just starting, but he's been involved in computers for so long. These two are going to be great contacts for you guys. Of course, Tess and myself will be there as well. And we may be also having new folks added to this lineup as time goes on. If you have suggestions for who might be a great presenter, let us know in the comments. Right now, we're going to review the comments, see what you guys think is the most interesting topic, and we'll go from there. Here's a nice one from Neil Johnson. One topic for Dave might be helpful is church policy.
So policy on streaming, I assume, or sharing video. Or
that's a great one. That's a good one. Working with leadership in churches to make sure that everyone's comfortable with some of the changes of what it might take to become a quote-unquote modern church, as Dave is calling it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, a popular one that we've gotten requests for is also the, what did you call it? CCLI. Okay, CCLI licensing and copyright infringement with hymns, believe it or not.
So let's take a look at the website here, and I want to show you guys a little bit more about this summit. Again, keep those questions coming. Anything that's pertinent, we want to know so we can make this great full day of education available to everybody. Now, here's an awesome thing about this summit is that it's totally free, okay? 100% free to attend this summit. You guys can all watch it online. I just highly suggest that you get a virtual ticket by clicking this Get Ticket option here. As you're preparing for the summit, check out the video that we created kind of explaining it a little bit. And if you need to send this to someone who's wondering if they might want to come or if it's worth their time to spend watching this, there's a couple of churches we're working with that have a conference room. Mm-hmm. And they're actually going to put the live stream up on the projector in the conference room and spend the day and have lunch and kind of spend the day with us, but from their church.
No, they're going to do it in the worship hall.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really kind of a fun idea. So food for thought for some of you churches out there.
That's such a good idea. And if you're doing that, let us know. We're so interested to hear what other folks are doing. The list of speakers may be updated from time to time. So if we add speakers, they'll get added here, and you'll kind of be able to read a little bit about the new speakers that are coming. If you're interested in taking your learning further, we have a completely free online course called Helping Your Church Livestream 2.0. It's been updated quite a bit. And there, Tess and I are pointing to this little button here that you can click. If you'd like to get started, it's totally free.
Click the button.
And you can kind of learn a little bit more.
Just please make sure you do register, even if you're watching the free stream, so we can make sure that we get the links to you the day of the event so you don't miss out on anything.
Yeah, so it's 100% free. Now, we do have a VIP option, and the reason why we did that is because we will actually ship you a copy of Helping Your Church live stream and a copy of Mixing for God, plus we'll send you the link to the breakout sessions for the Zoom video conference room.
And that will be a private meeting spaces.
Yeah, there is a limited amount of people that we can host. Obviously, we can have unlimited people watching Facebook and YouTube, but in a video conference, you can have there's a limited amount. I think it might be like 100 or 200 or something. So you only need to get one of those per church. So think about doing that. And then if you'd like to be here in Pennsylvania at our studio, I understand that's not, everybody can't fly out to Pennsylvania here, but if you'd like to, for $50, you get the books And of course, we're going to feed everybody lunch. So it's going to be
We are
awesome.
welcoming. Our doors are open if you do want to come here that day.
So we're going to try to start getting these books out as soon as possible. We decided not to make shirts because we were thinking about it and we kind of nixed that idea.
The shipping became confusing.
Getting everybody's shirt sizes and stuff. It's just easier to give everybody a copy of the book so we can get these shipped out quickly. So these are going to get shipped out as soon as we get the tickets coming in through Eventbrite. So looking at Eventbrite here, all you got to do is either get your free ticket or your VIP ticket, and you can fill all that out here and get your ticket. So we're really excited about having this event. I cannot wait to get everybody involved with this.
You can find a link to the Eventbrite on worshipsummit.live. The website for the event itself is worshipsummit.live, so feel free to head there for more info.
Thank you, David Jones, who just got his ticket.
Yay!
I'm going to show, this is so cool. I can show this really quickly. So just now we've had Michael Adams got his ticket. Thank you, Michael. David Jones got his ticket. We've got Leo Mindel. And we have Gary Kynard. Well, thank you, everybody, for getting your tickets. And then Justin Zinnick, so from Canada. Sweet. So you guys got to get your tickets. Those are all totally free. We just want to make sure we get everyone the links for the live stream appropriately. And have a great full day of education with some of these great leaders. Again, if you have a topic that you've kind of been wondering about, something that you're thinking, hey, I wish I could learn more about this. I don't have time to be Googling forever. I want to hear from an expert. Just leave it in the comments below. Let us know in the chat, and we will try to cover it. Here's Carm Sacco coming in with a cool question.
Yeah, looking for the best solution for broadcasting from multiple locations within the church campus.
Wow, that is an awesome question. I am writing these down. So the one question we had was church
streaming
policies. And then the next one is
multiple locations on one campus.
Okay, multiple locations on one campus.
And
yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna have a whole session on just Q&A.
Social on Facebook isn't queuing, but I can read this one too from Michael. Thank you, Michael. It would be good to have some discussion about computer design for managing an all IP camera streaming and distribution system. That's perfect for Mr. Sinclair.
Computer design.
What processors, graphics cards, I/O suggestions, etc.
For handling all IP. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll ask. I think Tom Sinclair would be great for that question. So we'll ask Tom Sinclair on that one.
Ronnie's thinking about making a proposal to his church to make it a live event.
That would be awesome.
Any help from a proposal you have? Yeah, send them the website link for consideration.
That's why we kind of created the whole website so you can share that really easily. By the way, you can get the PDF copy of this 100% free right on the website. So it's you can print that out at the printer at your church. But just to ship it and everything, we had to charge just a little bit. I think it's only like $10 on Amazon too. So
excellent.
I'm gonna get the printed copy. Okay. If there's any other questions, let us know. We're super excited to have this and be hosting it for just an awesome day, a full day of education on the church production world.
We're about to announce our giveaway winner for our PTZOptics webcam. So let us know your name or that you're here in the chat so it's easy for us to find you as we draw the winners.
All right. I'm going to start drawing winners. Just say hi in the chat to let us know you're here. And I'm going to start drawing winners right now. And the first person to claim the prize will win. Okay. Chris Deasy from Miami, Florida. I'm going to put it into the YouTube chat, Tess, so you can
Warm Miami.
All right, Chris Deasy. Now, guys, just let us know you're here so we can make sure you win. You guys can still enter at ptzoptics.com/giveaway. So it's open, but I'm drawing winners so that we can kind of get this moving.